You've probably heard that Italian food is some of the best in the world. Fresh, delicious, safe. But not all of it. Because hidden in Italy's streets were foods so dangerous they had to be banned. Not because they tasted bad, but because they could actually harm you. Some carried deadly bacteria. Some were prepared in ways that broke safety laws. And some were just too extreme for society to accept. In this video, we're uncovering 15 banned Italian street foods that were simply too dangerous to eat. Pay close attention, because number 9 and number 3 might shock you the most. Let's begin. Number 15. Illegal raw milk cheese stalls. Across small Italian streets, vendors sold fresh cheese made from raw, unpasteurized milk. No processing, no safety checks. The taste? Rich, creamy, authentic. But the risk? Bacteria like E. coli and Listeria. One bite could make you seriously ill. Authorities stepped in, and many of these stalls disappeared overnight. This was not just cheese. This was a gamble. Number 14. Unregulated street seafood cones. Fresh fried seafood served in paper cones, sold on busy streets. Sounds amazing. But here's the problem. No refrigeration. Long exposure to heat. Questionable oil reuse. Bacteria grew fast, and food poisoning cases started rising. So regulations hit hard, and many vendors were forced to shut down. This was not fast food. This was risk, wrapped in paper. Number 13. Horse meat street sandwiches. Yes, horse meat. In some parts of Italy, it was common. Served quickly on the street, often under questionable conditions. The issue wasn't just the meat, it was how it was handled. Improper storage, no temperature control. Health risks increased. And slowly, these street versions disappeared. This wasn't tradition anymore. It became a problem. Number 12. Improperly cured meats. Cured meats are a huge part of Italian culture. But when done wrong, they become dangerous. Street vendors sometimes rushed the process. Too little salt, not enough drying time. That created the perfect environment for harmful bacteria. Even botulism, a silent, deadly toxin. Authorities couldn't ignore it, and many of these street meats were banned. This was not flavor. This was danger. Number 11. Street-sold raw egg desserts. Creamy desserts made with raw eggs, served fresh right on the street. No pasteurization, no control. That meant one thing: salmonella. A single serving could lead to serious illness, and when cases increased, these desserts quietly disappeared. This was not dessert. This was a hidden risk. Number 10. Unlicensed truffle products. Truffles are luxury, but on the streets, fake or poorly handled truffles appeared. Some were contaminated. Some were not even real. People got sick. Trust disappeared, and authorities cracked down hard. Many of these vendors vanished. This was not luxury. This was deception. Number 9. Spoiled street gelato. Gelato, but not always safe. Some vendors reused melted gelato, refroze it, sold it again. That created bacteria buildup. Customers didn't know, but their bodies did. Reports increased, and strict rules followed. Some stalls shut down overnight. This was not dessert. This was a silent threat. This is where things start to get more extreme, because the next foods weren't just unsafe, they crossed a line. Number 8. Street-sold wild mushrooms. In small Italian towns, vendors sold foraged mushrooms directly on the street, fresh from the forest. No testing, no verification. Some were safe. Others looked identical, but were toxic.
one mistake could shut down your organs. Cases started appearing, and authorities stepped in fast, because this wasn't just food. This was a deadly guess.
Number 7. Improperly fermented wine drinks. Homemade street wine, sold in reused bottles without proper fermentation control. Sometimes it turned out fine. Other times, it produced harmful alcohol compounds. Strong, unstable, dangerous. People reported dizziness, poisoning symptoms. And just like that, these street drinks were restricted or banned. This was not tradition. This was chemistry gone wrong.
Number 6. Unregulated street meat skewers. Grilled meat on sticks, cooked quickly on roadside fires. But the problem? Undercooked centers, contaminated surfaces, unknown meat sources. From the outside, it looked perfectly cooked. Inside, it wasn't. And that's where the danger lived. Authorities cracked down hard, and many of these vendors disappeared. This was not street food. This was hidden risk.
Number 5. Street-sold blood sausage. A traditional item, but risky when handled poorly. Made using fresh animal blood. Requires strict hygiene. But on the street, that control didn't always exist. Bacteria spread fast, and food safety concerns grew. Many places banned street versions completely. This was not just tradition. This was a biological risk.
Number 4. Unrefrigerated dairy drinks. Milk-based drinks sold fresh on hot streets. No cooling, no storage control. Heat accelerated bacteria growth. Fast. What started as refreshing ended as food poisoning. Authorities enforced strict dairy laws, and these drinks disappeared from the streets. This was not refreshment. This was danger in disguise. Here's what no one tells you. Most of these foods didn't disappear because people stopped loving them. They disappeared because they became too dangerous to trust.
Number 3. Illegal fried seafood leftovers.
Some vendors reused unsold seafood from previous days, refried it, served it again. It looked fresh, but inside, bacteria had already taken over. This led to serious illness cases, and once exposed, it was shut down fast. This was not cooking. This was covering up danger.
Number 2. Counterfeit olive oil street products. Olive oil is sacred in Italy, but fake versions flooded street markets, mixed with low-quality or unsafe oils, sometimes even contaminated. People couldn't tell the difference, but their health suffered. Authorities cracked down heavily, and many street sellers vanished overnight. This was not olive oil. This was fraud, with consequences. And finally,
Number 1. Unregulated street meat from unknown sources. This was the most dangerous of all. No traceability, no inspections, no idea where the meat came from, or how long it had been stored. It was cheap, fast, accessible, but extremely risky. These weren't just street foods. They were risks people took every day, without even knowing it. And while some of them are gone, the question remains: how many dangerous foods still exist today that we trust blindly? Tell me in the comments, which one shocked you the most? And would you ever try any of these? Subscribe for more interesting history food.